Hey everyone, we're now getting into the middle of April and it's finally the spring thaw. There's a little bit of snow on the road and it rained a whole ton today. Lots of snow melt, there was a lot of flooding. Take a look at all the debris in the road. We're probably gonna have lots of clogged culverts tonight. So we're heading on out looking for some blockages now that there's a break in the rain. Who knows what we might find. This road is a mess. Look at this, people have had to chainsaw this road up. There's so much debris and garbage. Let's see what we can find. All right, everyone, now that we come down this road, there's some sections that are still snow covered. As we go down this road, we're probably gonna gain a little bit of elevation, so the snow is gonna get a little bit worse. Only a few vehicles have been down here. I highly doubt that the DOT has been down here yet this year, so there'll probably be some blockages. This section of road, to see where all the reflectors are, just completely washed out because of a clogged culvert. Culvert got clogged, water went over it, started eroding it, took out the whole road. Still a good amount of snow right here. There's a few trees here that are gonna have to be removed by road crews. Look at that, that's stuck right above us. That could fall down, yep. It's broken right there and caught up. See these reflectors? There's a culvert there. There's a culvert at this next one. As we're driving, we're using the off-road lights to do quick inspections, looking for pooling water. See, the off-road light does do a lot. It's like a tunnel of trees. It's really cool. Debris in the road is really good, so there's a high chance of blockages as the water pulls all this debris over to the pipes. There's a pipe right here doing good. There's certain ones that are notorious for clogging that we really want to check, like right here. See this? We're gonna get out and take a look right here. You see how there's no snow suddenly? A lot of water's been crossing over this road today, so we're gonna get out and inspect. Not many vehicles here, so it's okay for us to block the road just so we can use the off-road light. I could move the vehicle out of the road in probably 30 seconds if someone were to come. I just wanna be crooked like this so we can get out and do some inspections. All right, everyone, so I got my really big, this is a 100,000 lumen flashlight. It will light up the area very good. Let's see how it does. One of our first field tests with it. Wow, very bright. It's like carrying an off-road light in your pocket. So this was flooded way down there, like 100 feet. Got a pipeline right there for water supply. Got two big pipes, some excavator damage. One of them's flowing a little bit. It's able to handle the water now, but it wasn't with the heavy rain earlier. Snow melt. Take a look at the stuff that washed down from the mountain. There's a pipe right here, you can't even see it. And then you got a little bit of water here pouring down to one. We're gonna try getting some of this debris and hopefully some of this can start eroding immediately. We're gonna go take a look. Look at this, even the road sustained a little bit of damage, but this road is on the DOT's list for something to repair. I thought it was gonna be done last year. It wasn't. Look at all the debris caught up here. Went down to the next pipe. Look at the debris stuck over here. This whole road was underwater. Way down there, past even that reflector you see way down there. All that was underwater. Next culvert pipe. Not really anything. There's a couple sticks there, but compared to that other one, this doesn't even look like it ever floods. Not really. All right, everyone. So camera number 2 is actually very convenient. We're gonna go ahead and put it over here on that metal pipe. I have the vehicle across the road, so if someone comes, we'll have to move it very quickly. Don't think anyone's gonna come, especially this hour of the night. So I'm gonna walk down here and we're gonna put camera number 2 on that metal pipe with a magnetic tripod. Jump down into the water. So we got this metal pipe here. It's got aluminum over the top, but yeah, the it's grabbing onto it enough. Let's aim it back at our work site. Down a little. You can always crop it later on. How will we do this then? Haven't done something like this in a bit. Let's see. Maybe because there's overexposure. So there's a lot of overexposure, you see, because of the off-road lights. So I'm gonna get back up out of here. Quite the step. We're just gonna go ahead and put camera number 2 right here. Camera number 2 is on. Gonna adjust the brightness a little bit. Wow, that actually helped. Let's go to the other side and get to work. All right, let's get in the water. See what we can do. Just gonna set you guys up right now. Let's see what we can get going down there. All right, so I should be standing like 3 feet down there, so let's start by getting some of this stuff out of the way that the river placed here. The water's not as cold as I expected it to be. Anything I'm throwing up here, if the river does flood again, it'll just push it across the road if the road crews don't get it by then. Wow, look at some of the stuff stuck in front of the other one. We'll come across that soon. I can't wait until we get some of it out of the way. Once we get a little bit, the rocks are going to start tumbling. Another big one. Oh, we're getting erosion. Take a look at all the rocks starting to move. You hear that? We're starting to erode fast. Let's see if we can get this one open at all. I can see into the second pipe. A little bit of water's going down there. We're getting it to erode. That's going into the second pipe. Wow, this big rock started to hit me. Never even would have knew there was a pipe under there. Another big one. That's all it takes is a few sticks blocking the entrance. All this sediment will build up. So many rocks. It's eroding fast. Another big log. These are the keystones. There we go, another big one. Well, that one's almost open completely. But there's something big blocking this one. It feels like I'm sinking, it's eroding so fast. Wow. Can you see this on the camera up here? Look at that. Look how fast that's eroding. Can you see this? Look how deep we already eroded. It's like playing with sand at the beach. There's another big one. Check it out. Budging. Can I get underneath it? Oh. Here we go. Now we're getting somewhere. There we go. I'm really starting to see into that pipe. Big log. We're going to see that on camera too. Woo! This is going faster than I expected. All with the help of the water. That feels awesome. Look at the size of some of these rocks banging into my boots. Wow. This is like 18 inches we dug down. Look at that. 18 inches down. That is awesome. Yeah, I gotta show you a different angle on this. This is going good. This is going nice. Look at that. Look at how much we're eroding. Pretty soon, where this tripod is gonna be in the water. I have a little bit left to do. That one's still half clogged. everyone. We got them completely open. But you see how that one's not eroding a lot? There's a blockage. Something stuck up about halfway in. I'm gonna walk in through the other side, try to break it away. Then that one should erode like this. In the meantime, this is gonna keep going like this. So, I'm gonna leave the camera here, and I'm gonna go in there with just my headlamp and try to free that one. You should see a difference pretty quickly. Maybe I'll bring camera number 2 in, but it's awesome. Look how much it is eroded. If you can tell, that's a good 20 inches, maybe a little more. It's still working on it. It's gonna keep going. Let's see if we can get that one to start flowing well like this. This here, this is just gonna keep eroding out of the way. Yeah, I think I'm gonna bring camera 2 in with me on the other side. All right, everyone, over here on camera number 2. Let's see what we can do. Wow, the amount of rocks coming out of here. That sounds amazing. Let's see if we can go inside this one at the moment. See if we can figure out that issue. Wow, the amount of sand coming out is awesome. Look at this one. Completely open. The other one is a blockage. Oh, that's gonna be easy. That is gonna be easy. I'm gonna leave you guys set up so you can see what I'm doing. Hopefully the camera doesn't get washed away. Okay. Can't see perfect, but let me go in there real quick. I got it. Can you see the amount of sticks and logs coming out of there now? Look at that. Look at those logs coming out of camera number 2. Get that out of here. Yeah, that's not stuck. You saw that big log I put in there earlier. That's gonna start moving, that big log. We just gotta wait for the rocks underneath it to erode. Look at the amount of sand, boulders, giant things coming through. I removed the blockage. It was just some things stuck across it. Is that big log ready to move yet? It's on its way. We are eroding heavily. Look at the amount of rocks coming out of here. Wow. Come on, big log. Come on. Any moment it should start moving. This is the culvert in the line of fire. Has it even shifted yet? It should have. Is that log coming? Oh, it's shifting. It's about to come on. Look at the amount of rocks coming through. Some of those actually hurt your hand, they're so big. Come on, big log, we need ya. How's the other one doing? This one was not clogged to begin with. Still a ton of water. Oh, here it comes. Here it comes. It moved a lot. A little bit more erosion. Come on, big log. All right, it's almost coming. Come on. Look at the size of that boulder moving. Got big rocks coming through. We're eroding fast. And to think, this pipe was 100% blocked. And this one right here was like 90% blocked. And now, 100% open. This one is like 80%, but it will erode itself open completely. We'll go back over there, we'll do a little bit of touch-ups. This log is taking its sweet time, ain't it? This log is taking its time. But there's still a lot underneath it eroding. Come on. You know what? I'm gonna walk through it. I think I can walk through it. I think there's enough headroom up there now. Any spider friends? Whoa, this is moving fast. I might get wet. Is that log gonna move yet? Come on. This is a tight pipe. Only 36 inches. This log on the floor. That was another one that's going across it. And my butt is wet. It's getting tight. It's getting tight in here. Come on, big log. There you go. I'm backing out. Wait a second. Come on, log. We're pulling you through. Backing up very slowly. My legs are hurting. Claustrophobic space. Whoa. A couple more feet. Come on, big log. And I'm stepping on out. Here comes the big log. Come on out. You're never gonna clog these pipes again. And I fell. Come on out. That thing's heavy. That's waterlogged. The sound of those rocks moving sure is satisfying. We don't need camera number 2 anymore. I'll meet you over on camera number 1. Wow, that eroded a lot. Ton of erosion. Look at this now. Got a good 25 inches, maybe more. I don't see any more logs. I don't see anything else that's gonna get stuck. Wait a second. A little bit. This one's still in the process of eroding. All right, everyone, so we got everything out and 100% open, 80-something% open. It'll erode eventually. the road itself open, especially because that one's in the main line of fire. See all the rocks and sand tumbling through? That's why the bottom of the pipe is rusty. It's like sandblasting. Every single storm, debris, sand, rocks, pebbles going through the pipe, it's wearing down the protective coating of galvanization, so it makes the bottom of the pipe rust out a lot faster. That's why some pipes we explore, the inside is actually shiny. So many rocks tumble through it. So maybe not today, but definitely the next storm, this edge will continue eroding. At the moment, I think it's basically done. So probably 99% of what's here is sand and rocks. All it took during a storm, a couple sticks getting jammed against the pipes, rocks get stuck against the sticks, leaves, other things plug the holes, goes over the road. As I showed you, there's even asphalt damage. So, that's what happens in the mountain. This water's moving really fast, very powerful. It moves gravel, pretty big rocks, and plugs up real fast. I've been inspecting these pipes here for years, but never ever have I seen it plug that badly. Usually just a few things in front of it. But for the past year, this area has been flooding non-stop, even throughout the winter. Huge floods. Nothing record-breaking, but continuous floods over and over again. Been pretty awesome. And I think we're done for now. The erosion has basically stopped. Not stopped. I just heard something big rumble through the pipe. Something got loose, but we did good. This was a very exciting video. Let's get in the vehicle now. Let's continue on our way. We're gonna spend all night maybe doing this stuff. Lots of floods. All right, everyone, there's still rocks eroding. Look at that big one right there about to come loose. So here's what this side looked like before, and here's what it looks like after. Very, very eroded. It eroded down 2 feet there. In front of the pipes, it has eroded down the full 36 inches of sand. That is awesome. Here's another angle of what it looked like before, and here's what it looks like after. Pretty nice. You're really not gonna notice anything over here on the other side, because the other side, we didn't increase the flow at all. It was already fitting through the pipe, nothing over the road. But what we did do on the other side was, the sand we just released, it filled in the plunge pool. The plunge pool sometimes is intentional that the road crew makes, so it has somewhere to go in to stop erosion. But believe me, eventually this pool, the falling water, it will erode it back out and downstream where it would naturally go anyways. But if I zoom in, look at the sand. That's still very well moving around. Very well moving around. There's some bigger debris. Next big storm will push all the sand out of the plunge pool. That scared me. A big rock just tumbled. It made the ground vibrate. Eventually that'll all get sent down. The plunge pool will open back up, because at first I jumped down into some water. Now it's completely filled in. Might not be that stable. You might sink into it a little bit. It's not fully compacted yet. Just look on the edge. It's still deep where the current isn't. It's only filling in where the current is. Look at the steam coming off this powerful flashlight. That's what that steam is you're seeing, because it's just very humid air. But that's really cool. Yeah, that is actually a pretty big difference. It filled in the plunge pool. Here's what this side looked like before, and here's what it looks like after. Pretty awesome. And listen to that. We're still eroding. Let's get one more glimpse of the other side. Yeah, we're eroding. Some of those things are as big as footballs. Cool. And look at that. Next big storm, all that stuff is potentially going to come down here and plug the pipe, and it'll be right back to this situation again. Just what happens when you live in the mountains. These are violent little streams. This tiny little stream will get very violent during a storm. Requires a lot of preventative maintenance. All right, pretty good improvement there. That probably won't get like that again until the next spring thaw, because that was tons of melting snow in warm weather. It's been in the 60s around here for temperature. It probably went from 2 feet of snow to basically nothing in a couple days with a lot of rain. Right now it's 39 degrees, so it might ice up, but not for a while. Look at all this gravel right here. Even this far down was affected by that culvert being blocked. all the way down here. It's flooding way down here. This whole road is debris covered. Such a mess. That was a fun unclogging. I love the ones where we have a lot of water to work with to help us dig it out. That was fun. It's like playing at the beach that one. It's so much sand. All right, everyone. So a lot of people don't believe me at how powerful water actually is. So when water has a lot of elevation loss, it can really quickly start eroding stuff. You saw some of those rocks are as big as footballs. I'm sure there's even bigger ones in there. They move really fast through that pipe. So what happens is there's a rock that's really big. Sometimes in rivers, white water rapids especially, very quickly moving, lots of aeration. You'll have a rock the size of a car. The river can't really push it. It's really big, but it will reposition it. It can flip it over. What it's mainly doing is eroding the rocks and sand underneath the giant rock, and then it can flip or roll a little bit, slowly making its way downstream, repositioning itself, stuff like that. So right now we're using the off-road lights. We're using the ditch light on the side. We're just taking a look at the culverts, looking for elevated water, culverts that have potential blockages on them, looking for evidence on the top of the road, like grass pushed over, debris clumps stuck around trees, any evidence that there was water crossing. Also areas of road that's just plain blacktop, where there's no debris, no snow. Because if there's no debris, that means there was probably water gushing across it. That's why it got so cleaned up. So things like that are signs that areas were underwater. So pretty good. There's a lot of debris on this road. This road was not passable to vehicles a couple days ago. A couple days ago there would have been 2 feet of snow on this road, or almost 2 feet of snow. Pretty packed snow because it's a snowmobile trail in the winter. They tend to pack it down a lot. This road also has a lot of frost heaving, and almost every culvert pipe along the road is scheduled to be replaced by the DOT, because this road is in very bad shape. This is on their list to do in the upcoming years. Alright everyone, I finally had to put it in 4-wheel drive. I almost fishtailed off to the edge right there. So right here looks like there was also a flood. You see how it's completely clean, the road. There's no debris there. This was gushing water earlier today. I actually unclogged this one earlier today. Wasn't prepared, so we had to come back a few hours later. Yeah, this one was another sandy clog. Yeah, see right here? This is very deep snow. Am I gonna bottom out? Let's see. Do I have enough clearance? Yeah, I had enough clearance. Did not have enough clearance earlier, so that's why I had to backtrack a few hours and get the truck, because I was not driving the truck earlier and it could not go through that section of the road, because we keep climbing right now in elevation and snow is just going to get deeper and deeper. But I think the truck will make it all the way down this road. Yeah, now we're completely snow covered. We're quickly gaining elevation. Yeah, we're doing good. Look what we got here. All right, everyone. So we're gonna try to hit that from the other side, and if not, we're gonna have to come back this way with a chainsaw. And I noticed on the other side of that tree there is not tracks leading up to it, so that's because of one of 3 reasons. The snow is just too deep further up the road for anyone to get down to that point. There's either a tree in the road, another tree in the road blocking it, or there's a giant snow bank at the end of the road, which they often do. They plow this road in because it's considered a seasonal road, because it's for a snowmobile trail. There are signs on the road that say you'll get a $500 fine if you get stuck and have to get pulled out on it. Oh, sorry, $5,000 fine if you get stuck. Those signs have since been removed for the season, so not worried about that. Everyone, here we are on the other side. So yes, there is a very big snowbank in the road. And the road don't look that bad. But am I willing to drive through this? Do I have the clearance? Because it looks like whoever did that has a really tall truck. But I got skid plates. Let's give it a try. Let's see. Let's just see. Is the snowbank soft? I want to get out and see. Is the snowbank soft? If that's hard as a rock, I'm not going to try driving through that. I'm just curious how much I will actually hit that. Four-wheel drive. Am I gonna get stuck? I'm not even bottoming out. I have a lot more clearance than I thought. Wait a second. I don't like the way that feels. I'm not bottoming out at all though. I just don't like how I'm near the edge. Can I get out of this other person's rut? No. I'm not stuck, I just don't like that rut pulling me towards the ditch. Keep it slow. And we're in. Don't slide. We're good. Yep, we're good. Brake check. Not that bad. Wow. I underestimated the truck. It didn't bottom out at all. Just be careful we don't get stuck. Just see how this goes. I'll throw the light back on. Alright, that's a good sign. That's pavement right there. Alright, so it's not all gonna be like this. At least there's some pavement areas I could easily turn around in. Fishtailing a little there, because I'm following this other person's ruts, which is a good thing and a bad thing. It's good because my car will follow these ruts. Running over a tree in the road there. It's not a big deal though. Where this person turned around though, because this person's tracks did not go up to that fallen tree. Hope we have a good way to turn around afterwards. That's why there's no snow there. I'm just being careful. I don't like how it's dragging me towards these ditches. Yeah. This one might be one I've come across in the past that I don't want to get stuck. Don't get stuck. Alright, this is the first time ever getting the truck stuck. We are not going to continue anymore. Once I get this unstuck, we're done with this road. Just too deep. Well, once I get unstuck, I'm going to hopefully turn around right there where the road's clear. Then we'll have to hit this with some speed on the way back so we don't get stuck. Everyone, I didn't realize the wire's actually long enough I can sit in here at the same time and control this. But I'm still gonna have it rewired. I wish there was a switch in here. So I put my jacket down on top of the wire so that in case it snaps, and that will prevent it from hopefully coming back. I maybe should have put it a little further down. But this is my first time using a winch to actually get myself unstuck. I'm in neutral. Let's take off the brake. See if it gets us out. Oh, it's pulling us. There we go. I'm gonna put it in drive. Let's see if we can. Oh, we're stuck again. More winch. Oh, it's pulling us. Out of the hole. I think we're out of the hole. I'm gonna get back out there. I want to make sure it's getting back on the spool straight, because you want it to be evenly on the spool, especially at this weird angle. I want to make sure I'm feeding it in there. I think we're unstuck, but I'm not going to disconnect from the tree quite yet. All right, everyone, it's highly tensioned again. But we're not stuck. I'm okay. I'm going to put the winch away, and I'm going to try to gun it down there to where we have some pavement. Then I'm going to try to gun it back. And then we'll walk back down here, and there is a culvert. We'll walk back down here. I got to try to get up this hill without having to winch myself constantly. Everyone, I'm not gonna put the tow strap away quite yet because I might need it again. Hopefully I don't have to winch myself every 50 feet to get back up this hill. I'm gonna try to hit it with some power. But before I find out if I get stuck again, I want to unclog this culvert because there's a culvert back there that's causing us to go. I think, okay, we got to do this with some speed now. All right. Oh, that was off. 1, 2, 3. Damn it. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be fun if I have to do this every foot. Oh, come on. Everyone, we're about 10 feet down the road. Let's see if we can get this thing out of here now. I don't like that angle. I could have went a little bit further, but those trees were dead. Let's see if we can get it out at this weird angle with the gas helping us. Don't snap, please. Just pulling us off to the side. Come on. It's not around the biggest tree either, but it's okay. I just made myself a little bit of room, I think. Let's see. I can go back and forth a little bit, right? Yep. Okay. I think I'm gonna disconnect it and hope I can gun it. Let's try it again. All right, I think I can get out of this. I'm worried about the way back up. Come on. Are you kidding me? I'm not moving at all after that. Are you kidding me? Here goes another try. Okay, we're out. Tension that. We're gonna keep using the winch for a little bit. Okay. I want to get out there and make sure it's spooling correctly. In again and drive. I'm pretty high right now, so before I fall back into another hole, I think I'm gonna disconnect it and try gunning it again. All right, everyone, after like a 11-point turn, we're around. And look, we only have 500 feet to go, but that's gonna be a problem. I'm gonna gun this very fast. Hopefully, I just follow those same tracks up there and don't get stuck. Okay, let's try it, then we'll walk back down here and unclog it. Hopefully we get right up that. Four-wheel drive, let's go. Not too much speed, but damn it. Getting a little further. Let's see if we can keep doing that, okay? Let's see. Getting a little traction. Let's see if I can do that again with a little more speed. Okay, it might be stuck. Okay, wish me luck. Woohoo!
Home time, right?
Wait. Ah, that was great at the end.
Yeah.
We park here, we're gonna walk right back. It's only 500 feet back, and we'll save the rest of the road inspection for a few weeks. So I use these things on the end. They only have a rating of 1,500 pounds each, so I use 2 of them. Still not enough for the weight of the vehicle, but I'm obviously not pulling the whole weight of the vehicle. The engine's helping too. But it helped me get out of there nicely. All right, everyone. So my vehicle 100% did skid right here. But it didn't really bog at all. But that's what skid plates are for. Going through deep snow, getting stuck, bottoming out on rocks. Won't damage anything. The gas tank, transmission, everything is armored. Oil pan. It's made to get dragged and hit on things. They took them down for the season. I mentioned this road often has signs in the winter saying you get a $5,000 fine if you get stuck and have to be pulled out. It's not there whatsoever, so I don't know if they'd be able to enforce that, especially since I got footage driving in here. But got myself out, so the winch was definitely a good investment for getting out of here. I'm glad I was able to get out of the rest of this. I'm so happy I didn't have to winch just 5-10 feet at a time all the way out of here. But we're doing good. We're walking back down. We're going to take care of that culvert. I can almost guarantee we'll get that thing open in like 1 minute. It's a very short walk. I already hear the trickling of the stream we got to unclog here. Got another headlamp because that one wore out. What time is it? Not too bad. We were only stuck for an hour. Seemed like longer. See, I got stuck here. You can see where there was a little bit of wheel spin. See, I was just creating ice with the tire. More wheel spin right here. Right here, we had to do weird angles, so it pulled the car off to the sides a little bit. You can see all the little holes where I got stuck. And I wasn't the first person to get stuck. There was more holes up there that weren't mine. Right here, you can see I had to drag it a few times. So here's the culvert pipe. Right down here. That's going to be very, very easy to unplug. There's going to be a quick gush. And look, this was flowing a lot heavier earlier today. A lot more water. It's all going down here. And if I zoom in, going across the road. And it's all water going across. So now we're going to unclog it real quick. We're going to go ahead and set up camera number 2 on the other side. Let me show you the other side here. Oh, it's a diagonal culvert. It's going across the road at like a 45. So here's where the water's going to quickly blast out of. Look, that thing is pretty plugged. There's almost no water in that stream bed. But we'll get everything that's crossing right down there into the stream bed. Yep. All right, everyone, here I am on the other side of the road. We're going to quickly unclog this. It's going to be a quick gush over there on camera number 2, and the water will completely stop going across the road. Woo! All right, let's unplug it. I can see it already. This is going to be a fast one. I think we just sent a big rock through. Wow, look at all this mud and slop. That's excavator damage right there. I honestly have no idea why they would ever use an excavator here. I've unclogged this one many times over the years. It's always like a 30-second job. Why do you gotta bring an excavator out? Makes no sense. Well, look, we got it all done. All right, everyone, that went really fast. I'm just washing off my boots in the water. Next storm, this sand could potentially erode out of the way. But look, wide open. Culvert is not in that bad a shape. Excavator damage, though. That was a pretty good blast. I'm sure it was a pretty good blast. And you know, a lot of that blockage was actually a big rock. And I think the big rock actually got sent through. You know, when we started, there was no water at all in the stream bed. So it's looking pretty good right now. Here's what this side looked like before with no water. And here's what it looks like now. All the water's over here. And I'm sure that rock tumbled all the way through and is in that little plunge pool. Not too much is going to erode here. Next big storm, more of the sand will erode, but for the most part, I think the next big storm it'll probably clog again. You see, there's a little bit of residual water going down this ditch. That'll clean up pretty soon. These are my tracks. Got stuck down here quite a bit. The water now, still going across the road a teeny bit. And look at that, where the water's flowing, it melted all the snow down into the woods. Yeah, we basically stopped it at this point. Barely any flow. So, this water, and there's also groundwater coming out of here. These ditches need to be dug deep. It's been neglected for years. So, yeah, this water should be going down to the next pipe, but it's just so neglected, the drainage ditch, it can't really handle it. So, most of the water's done. Something's in there. What just jumped? Probably a frog. This is the time of year the frogs are all coming out. I'll make some videos of that in my house soon. Also, the time of year, it's mating season for the spotted salamander. Now that we're starting to get these warm days, spotted salamanders will be coming out almost every rainy night. So there's a little bit of water draining still out of the ditch. A little bit of residual water, but nothing is spilling down here anymore. It's all making its way into the pipe. They really should put bigger culverts on this road. Like I said, they plan on repaving it, plan on doing a lot of stuff. But the issue is in their plan, the new culverts they plan on installing are the same size or still not adequate enough. Look at the size of the stream bed. Shouldn't have an 18-inch pipe. Should be like a 3-foot pipe. Then they gotta build up this wall and force the water into it. Anyways, everyone, I hope tonight's unclogging videos were interesting. Thanks for watching, and have a great night.